Hello, welcome to Appleby, the little town in Cumbria where I went to school as a kid. About 3,000 people live here, and it's a quiet English market town, but it has a lot of history going back over 1,000 years. Here we can see the river that passes through the town, and every year in June is Appleby Horse Fair, where many travelling gypsies and tourists come to sell their horses or just soak in the atmosphere. Here we can see the graveyard at the back of St. Lawrence's Church. A church that is around 900 years old. Appleby is in the Eden Valley, and this is the River Eden, which runs through the valley. One of the few rivers in England that actually flows northwards. This is the main street, and here we can see Low Cross, the monument at the bottom of the hill. If you look up the hill, you can just see its partner, High Cross, up at the top. And here we have the front entrance, the cloisters of St. Lawrence's Church. The church tower and the archway on the porch date back to around the year 1200, although not all parts of the church are that old. Here we can see a few of the gravestones around the back. Some of them very old now and no longer cared for. If we look at the inscription, we can see that this person was born in around 1850 and died in 1900, you can just make out. Now we walk up the main street of Appleby. We pass many of the old buildings. This white building is the Moot Hall, the old meeting hall of the town. Now, tourist information and gift shops. Appleby is just outside a famous national park in England called the Lake District, and that makes it a very popular place for tourists to stop off, especially those who are walking in the nearby Pennine Hills. Many of the houses on Boroughgate, this main hill, go back hundreds of years, and on the left here we are now coming up to the almshouses, which I'm going to go in and have a little look around. These were built by Lady Anne Clifford for the poor people as a hospital, and a lady is about to come and tell me a little bit about them. Hello. All right, I remember these are the Lady Anne Clifford cottages, right?
Yeah,
right.
The almshouses.
The almshouses.
Yeah,
right.
we used to call them the cottage, a hospital cottage, but it isn't really a hospital. It's just like the
Oh, okay, but I can go in. It's all right for me to film a little bit.
Oh,
Thank you.
the chaplain phone you up.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So in the corner here is a very small chapel, which has obviously been here ever since the almshouses were constructed. You can see a very small organ there and a few pews. And here is the lady herself, Lady Anne Clifford. Behind the almshouses, there is a garden for the residents to make use of. And here is a sundial, which is how we told the time before there were mechanical clocks. So in these days, the almshouses are used as housing for elderly people. And they have this pretty little courtyard for them all to come out and meet. The Hospital of St. Anne, the almshouses, founded in May 1651 by Lady Anne Clifford, Countess Dowager of Dorset, Pembroke and Montgomery, daughter of George Clifford, 3rd Earl of Cumberland. The buildings were repaired and altered in 1961. There are the arms. Notice that's not the alms, but the arms, with an R, not an L. The coats of arms of St. Anne's Hospital. And you can see them carved into the sandstone houses by the doors. And there's all sorts of little pieces of history like that all over Appleby. Much of it forgotten these days by even many of the people who live there.